It's being given
Those
to them.
who know
So
what
I
I'm
don't
about
know
to
what is
say
I don't
are
know what is really all about this diclofenac. You know.
those who know
So
what I'm about to say are ready.
it's like a copodamol as well.
Diclofenac is like NSAID. So if you're talking about diclofenac, is a non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs. It's a strong pain medicine that you give to somebody.
Relief, yes. Even a copodamol
strong pain
is strong
medication
pain
that you
relief
give
as
to
well.
somebody.
He was a minor cut. He was fine. We cleaned it. What pain was Mohbad, Elegushi, and Loba promise under? Where was the pain coming from? Now, a nurse, you came into that property, you saw the guy weak. So if there, let's assume now, because we know we're not there, there were lacerations in his body. Somebody wrote a comment and said, okay, loss of blood. Loss of blood coming from where? Where's the exit point of that blood? Did you not see his body? Will you not have seen whether he had a bandage or he was plastered or something? Would you not? So tell me why you are coming with tetanus injection. You are giving diclofenac for pain relief. You're giving tetanus. Where is the infection coming from if there's no laceration on his body? Are you mad? This is a minor cut. The hand was shaking like this. The cut there is not enough for you to tell me infection.
Annie, diclofenac is for moderate pain. And it even helps with arthritis too. It helps to relieve symptoms of arthritis and osteoporosis. So why are you giving this boy all these drugs? Why are you giving this to him?
Light over darkness. Thank you for your comment. Noted.
I don't know why Wunmi did that. I don't know why she did that.
To me, probably he must have taken some drugs beforehand, before the nurse came. And you know, when you invite a nurse does not even know the history, does not know your history, your medical history. You know, some nurse can be so stupid that it's just for them to do their work and leave. Let them pay them and leave. That's in Nigeria. It's so sad. The majority of them are like that. It's so painful that this boy lost his life, I swear.
So are you guys trying to tell me because the soreness from his hand and the stiffness from the hand is osteoporosis and arthritis? This is why they gave him the diclofenac, Black Widow. Is that why you're trying to tell us? Is that why the hands were swollen? He had arthritis or osteoporosis? Is that why they gave him the diclofenac? I want to know.
The reason that why it's even swollen is what we don't know, because if a stab, probably somebody was stabbed on Monday, was it on Sunday night, and you kept that person till Tuesday. I don't know. I don't really think if that hand can be that swollen. Even if the person is even feeling pain, there are self-medications that you can even give to this person, or tell the person, the nurse, you came and you saw this person is weak. All you could say is, please take this person to the hospital. I can't do this.
I just want Anya Suko to say something. Sorry, I want to ask Anya Suko a question. I have a question for Anya Suko. Anya Suko, what should we say or what should we do when those people that are supposed to be saying they won are now saying some people from somewhere have won? Those who won now saying some people we do. Over to you, Anya. So wrap up.
You broke up there because your network.
So I can go to another person. God bless you.
You broke up there. You broke up a bit that's why we couldn't hear you. Didn't hear it clearly. So you want to repeat yourself?
Okay, what I'm saying is that in this situation, some people won. They won. And they are now pushing it out that
hear you. We cannot hear you. Stop, guys. Stop. Let's stop the live. They are mad, oh. They are mad. They are mad. Let's start this live. They are mad.
Okay, so Wesley, are you just fine? Yes, fine. Are you just trying to say that she's trying to deflect? So that she's just projecting on something? Yes. We can hear you.
Now, what I'm trying to say, if it is fine now, what I'm trying to say is that now Wunmi is saying that they have won. Instead of Wunmi to appreciate herself and her team that they won. She's now saying some people from outside won. When in the real sense, she is the one that won with her team. I'm not saying how do we express this, especially when she's making it look as if there are people somewhere that won this game. And in the real sense, she's the one that won. It is like Wunmi and her team are after Mohbad's life. Some people somewhere within the industry are after Mohbad's life. So it's not a game of which of the team will get Mohbad first. At the end of the day, I see Wunmi and her team winning the battle, winning the trophy. Now Wunmi is now writing out to say they have killed him, they have won. When ordinarily she and her team are the one that won. How do we express that? If those people from outside are the one behind the death of Mohbad, they would have succeeded through the help of Wunmi and the rest. And she's now wanting us or trying to make us to believe that those people outside are the one that killed.
She used psychology. She used psychology on people because you don't want people to. It is called reverse psychology. That is typical of a narcissist. You understand? Yes. That is very typical of a narcissist. That is how they play up.
You don't want to draw people's attention to
you can also push it to say gaslighting. When you've done something, I manipulate and try to feign that I project it back on you to say that. That is why you let me go deep. That is why this lady, this Trump, went on Instagram to say that she went to cover her track. Let's start now. Karimo came out on Daddy Freeze to say that this relationship was toxic. Mohbad had mental disorder. So she was prescribing drugs. Wunmi came out on Instagram a couple of weeks ago to mention that this guy was psychologically, physically, and mentally unstable. He wasn't well. All right? She also mentioned on Abu Ebel with Hayat on the phone, or Hayat, whatever his name, Hayat, on the phone to say that Mohbad was already dead and she was feeding him like a baby. That explains why when the nurse, they were pouring water, the guy had goose pimples, and the nurse was saying, don't touch, she went on doing it. That showed that she had zero emotion. She didn't care. It was something that, I couldn't care less. It's normal. He's already dead. He's as good as a deadbeat. There is no way you're going to tell me that nurse gave normal injections, like you said, tetanus, let's even say that. Just normal injection, because even when the police report was read, there's nowhere the police report said that this nurse gave him something extraordinary. Their major point was you gave him those things in a non-clinical setting. You couldn't monitor his heart rate, you could not check all of those things. All right? So if that guy was a normal human being who had a good health, nothing was wrong with him, and he wasn't being drugged and all of that, not that he would not have gone into that distress, whether it was a cardiac arrest, heart palpitation, anxiety, whatever took him out.
Thank you.
That would not have happened. The drugs that they gave this young man was not anything different to take him out.
Annie, you deserve an award. This your analysis. No, in fact.
Chris, you don't play. It is glaring that toxicology must show a cocktail of drugs in his system. Right? And the reason why that medication the nurse gave him, the dose, whatever, would take him out was because his brain was too light to carry that. He either had a cardiac arrest or something happened that took him out. Automatically. You have abused him with drugs. And Karimo, for you to prescribe medications that were not approved by a doctor, who doesn't even know, even if a doctor in the US was giving you that advice, he does not know Mohbad's medical records. He has not seen him. He has not diagnosed him himself to say, okay, yes, we think you have psychosis or mental disorder, and so you need to take this, or maybe you need antidepressant drugs. And I hope it was not antidepressant drugs was giving him, because if you're giving him that, it will make him very suicidal. It will make him have, what they call this word, when you start hallucinating and seeing things. So I hope that was not what he was sending down to him. So all of those things playing up, and you're not regulating this with a doctor to check his heart rate. This because somebody who is afraid for his life will have heart palpitations, will have anxiety. That should shoot up your blood pressure. Are you crazy?
Sorry to ask this question. I also want to learn. All controlled drugs, is it all controlled drugs that cause hallucination?
Depends what type of medication she was sending from America to Mohbad.
Let me do it this way. I'm coming love by faith. Anya Suko, you see, there is a controlled drug called cognitive. I hope you know. Even to some extent, you see, Valium 5, to some extent. There is a dose they give you to make, it's part of controlled drugs and the rest, they are recommended drugs. Is it all of them that call as hallucination? Reason why I'm saying that is the part where they said Mohbad sometimes behave like he has constant, and sometimes it will be normal. I know controlled drugs can cause it. That's the reason why I'm saying that could it be that it's a controlled drug that Karimo is sending, or those ones that were put in the Indomie that is making Mohbad to hallucinate, that is making people to think that he forgets things easily, he lost memory, he hallucinates, he's behaving like, they even said they want to take him to Arrow psychiatric hospital before
all of those
traditional. They now take him to a traditional place. I want you to react to this, please.
things could be are not of normal drugs like could all those those drugs they take that he was taking in Malian's house. His brain would have already been messed up. His brain would be light. Okay, now even if you let me speak. My mom was a cancer patient. There's some point she had taken so much chemotherapy and lots of drugs that she had the brain tumor. The doctor said, you know what? Listen, you can't even give her Tylenol. I need to approve it. So this boy had his medical whatever system was already messed up that you could not just get anybody to just prescribe a drug or just treat him. Let alone to now you going to go and call a quack nurse who doesn't have his man, even if it was a doctor, they would take time to study his medical records. When you fill a form, they tell you to write all the medications you have been taking so that they know what to administer to you. So that they know what exactly do they need to administer to you. You have to write a full list. What has this been taken? You have to list everything. Because so many drugs in your system can have adverse reaction. As simple as Tylenol, as simple as Panadol. If you have taken a very strong drug, like you call them, let's even say codeine for painkillers or even propofol, like such drugs, it will mess your system up. It can affect heart rates. It can affect anything. So you can't just come and just say this is not a normal patient because you have been abusing this guy with drugs before he came, before the nurse came there. That is why you would say, okay, yeah, that's how he faint. Let's pour him water.
Then
and how dare you carry more? Be sending medications when the doctor is not controlling that to say, okay, the medications are okay or they are not okay. Stop for now.
In all of this,
who was his doctor? Who was he seeing on a normal basis?
I want to ask a question. In all of this, with what you have said and with what people have been putting together all this while, where is the difficulty in this case that is making police not to get us a solution, like not to have, they are yet to connect dots to kind of give us details. Even Corona Inquest has stopped. What exactly do you think that is difficult or making things hard for them? Let's say the truth. What do you think that is making police are they not thinking in the direction we are thinking? Or are we the one that, are they the one? I don't know.
It's because of the personality that's involved in this Mohbad states. That's why the police are not going too deep into this issue. Because of the personalities that involved into this Mohbad states.
What's the way forward? Let me start from Anya Asuko. Sorry, Anya Asuko, please. In a.
What is the way forward? Right.
I'm coming. Hold on. Wait. You will tell way forward, but you have to start from this point that I want to push to you. If you are given this case, like if you are on top of this case, you are authorized and commissioned to be in charge of this case, what will you do? How will you go about it? What is the first thing you will do? And what is the way forward? Thank you.
First things first, I would hire private investigators who understand homicide cases. Okay? I would ensure there's a proper forensic carried on that property, forensics on their phone, all of this to determine motives of murder. Number two, I would ensure that there's a proper autopsy and toxicology that is done, a full toxicology, so that it can determine all the toxins, the medications that were in his system. And then, of course, based off on the findings of not just the autopsy, toxicology, the reports, and the forensics done on their phones, on the house, I would prosecute with immediate effect. Everybody in that house, particularly narrow it down. Nurse, Wunmi, Darosha, all of them they all conspired. The main prime suspect here will be Wunmi, and because she and Karimo, even if Karimo tries to escape it a little bit, she has been the one administering these drugs to him. Before now. Before now. So without a doubt, She's going down. This is not negligence here. She's going down for that case if the police does due diligence on this case. Because the toxicology must show the abuse of the cocktail of drugs in his system, as well as the time of death, as well as lacerations that have been in his body.
What's the way forward? Way forward.
I just told you. They have to, the police have to, they have to go back to drawing board. You now have to go back and do proper investigation. Go back to do forensics. There is a motive of murder here. We're not playing.
Start all over. That's
Toxicology must come out. Autopsy must come out. And proper investigations must be done to all the people that were there, particularly narrow it down to the people in the house.
Fingerprints, everything needs to be done.
Trust me, I respect your.
And also, when doing all of that, Papa Mohbad should have a representative, a very strong representative that seek the interests of Papa Mohbad to represent all of those results when doing the investigation. Otherwise, they're gonna bribe their way through and tamper with the results again.
That is why he needs to get private investigator. You have to hire them, and then you have to do those forensics. And I have to add here, I have been repeating, I've been asking everywhere, Westo, and maybe you have to answer me that question, maybe not publicly. I hope we have post-mortem pictures. I do hope, I sincerely hope we have post-mortem pictures. I sincerely hope and pray to God that we do have that. Thank you. Because why? They are doing dry and bagging.
You know why I laugh? That is a question I asked the last time I was talking to. Let me not even mention the name. I was asking that, do we have post-mortem picture? It's a very serious question. And I hope so as well. And I have some answers to that, but like you said, let's not make it public. Anyway, you remember that out today, they left the coffin of Mohbad at the burial site. Hope you remember. Remember that up to today, they carried Mohbad's body with barefooted hand.
Very unprofessional.
Very unprofessional.
That's the first mistake the government and the police did.
No fumigation, no sanitizer.
They were
not forensic experts. They were not.
They left
if you were poisoned, thank you. Which carries more evidence? The blood that was given in the coffin.
Brought inside Lelo and left the coffin that was even meant to be.
That even has evidence. That has evidence. The coffin carries evidence.
Yes, the
blood that was in the coffin needed to be tested.
Yes, should be tested.
And you claim that is a major tool for toxicology.
No
When
PPE,
you do toxicology, you need the blood, you need urine samples.
No mask, no gloves.
And up till now, they did not even have autopsy done anywhere. They just requested for another 10 weeks for autopsy to be carried out. All of this, why they are just joking and just whining like
they just want to drag the whole matter that then to get people fed up and tired.
That this case will go this deep.
They never thought it's gonna go this deep. Yeah.
Westo, Anasuko, answer your question. Sorry, panelists. I didn't mean to just jump in. Please. I'm sorry. Let me just acknowledge.
I don't know if they will allow you because I just
wanted to just say one thought. I'm sorry.
No,
panelists.
we are enjoying it. Let him go ahead.
Please,
go ahead.
Everybody, God bless you. Anasuko, answer your question because right now we need private investigation for all these things. Why? Because the government, we cannot trust them. What the person that I mentioned earlier on, there is this triangle that is involved in this case. It starts from the presidency, it goes to the Lagos State governor, and then over Elegushi. That is very serious because if you look at that triangle, they are the ones sitting on top of this thing, which is why the police hands are tied. Police said to us, our hands are tied. We have pushed it to the government. Who is the government of Lagos State? Who is above him? Does the Oba Elegushi owe anything goes to the governor?
Please be close to your phone, Blaveve. Please be close to your phone. Your voice is fading. Maybe you're using AirPods or something.
Is it better now?
It's better.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right.
What I'm trying to say is, yes, right now we need private investigation, like Anasuko mentioned, because again, we cannot rely on the government. They have posted us the 10 weeks. I mean, I'm hoping these 10 weeks that I believe Bracket is doing whatever he needs to do privately, which we appreciate. And I'm hoping that Papa Mohbad's team is doing something too, because I personally believe if I were to handle this differently, the next 5 weeks that we have left, I'll be trying to reopen the inquest. So we can invite the people that we haven't heard to come in and speak. So that by the end of these 10 weeks, we have concluded the inquest. We have probably done our own private investigation on autopsy and toxicology, have our result handy. So when the government come back at the end of 10 weeks, they give us their result, we tender our result, we see if it matches. By that time, we have finished Corona inquest. So we know if the next step going forward is to go to the courts. You understand what I'm saying? So that is what I'm hoping should be going on behind the scenes right now. We should try to reopen that inquest. So we don't want to wait after 10 weeks first and then maybe start inquest again. I have heard inquest will open in March. We don't have a date. We are patient.
But the inquest, the latest update I got about the inquest is that 2 things are delaying the inquest right now. One, the witnesses that they are expecting to come, the likes of Darusha, Spending Prime Boy and the rest, that their address is not known for them to get their letter. You know,
How shameful is that, West?
People are not witness. They are part of the crime.
Like,
I'm tired, man. That's a shame.
and this
They are part of the crime. Darusha, Prime Boy, they are all part of this crime. They are not witness. They should not call them to be witness.
To be
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
this thing I'm saying, forget about the presentation or how it sounds, but I'm telling you to a big extent that that is the update from different quarters that they need to be served with letter of invitation from the court. Some will be subpoenaed, some will be invited directly, you understand? But however, they are here to get the letter to them, like they are here to drop the letter because the address has not been detailed. You know, no detailed address to them yet. That's the information I have.
I understand. And
So please don't say that again, though. That's so shameful. Don't even say it again. Don't say it again. Is Wunmi not there?
Westo,
Is
please
Wunmi
think
not
about
there?
it. When
Does Wunmi
Prime
not
Boy was
communicate to
declared
those people?
wanted,
What
when
are we
Prime Boy
saying?
was declared wanted, they did not know his address. They did
They
not
are
go to
not ready
prepare
to
letter.
work. These people, they are not
They
ready
would
to work.
declare
So
him
lazy and
wanted.
shameful
What did he
people.
do? He tendered himself in. We don't need your address. Declare them wanted. If they don't show up, then we put Polo out there to go out.
But who will declare them wanted over what? The court want to serve them. Is it the police that will help the court to declare them wanted? It's somehow. That's why I say forget about how it sounds, but to a large extent, it's the truth.
Where's to?
Robert, I think what they'll do, if you're, I think from a position of law, is first things first, have address as per time of death was that Mohbad's house. So that's why it's ideal for them to go there. When they go there, they ask she's not in because obviously, yes, you're meant to serve to the person of interest, right?
I'm enjoying this part, and I want to take it serious. The reason why the address of those people are now invalid is because as at the time they lived there, nothing happened. Now they need to save themselves and they relocated not out of the state or country, but kind of change the location for their own safety. So where they are, the fear of disclosing their location so that people will not come and attack them is very, very, is now ongoing. So because they are here to declare where they live now or the new place where they are, there is nowhere a letter could be sent to or how a letter could reach them. And that is why I say forget about how it sounds. To a large extent, that is what is happening. It's like trying to know where Prime Boy is, trying to know where Spending is. The fear of them telling you this is where we are, people come for them to come and lynch them is what these guys are avoiding. And as at the last time I found out that I checked how this could be done, one of them, I don't want to mention him, that if they want to serve him later, it can be taken to his lawyer or probably be taken to his station that police or IPO can call them that they should come and receive it. But the way of court is to address them directly, not to take to police station because they need to receive acknowledgement letter. But I said we should not look at the way it sounds. We should take it serious because I have found out that what is that thing delaying? There are so many factors, but this is one of the major things delaying. And I'm telling you the fact.
Westo, this is a homicide case. If they really need these people, it don't matter about address. I don't think
love by faith.
I don't. Yes, my love.
Good evening, ma.
Go ahead.
Good evening,
Go
the
ahead,
panelists.
sweetheart.
There is this thing we are mixing together here. When somebody is released on bail, there will be a specific day that you have to be reporting back to that station.
Right.
It don't matter how long it takes for you to be fully released, you have to be reporting back to the station. And these 3 people in question, they have a specific day that they have to be reporting back to Panti. One is on Wednesday, while I don't really catch the other one. I know nothing about the nurse. You understand?
Both of them are
Now,
also reporting on Tuesday.
now, the point is this. The point is this. Whoever wants to serve them this letter should contact Panti, knows the exact day that they both return to sign their normal weekly stuff. You understand? It is so easy. To me, this particular letter they want to serve now sounds as if it is an individual letter. As if it's not even the court that wants to serve them the letter. As if the court is not even working hand in hand with the police. Who introduced the case to the court? Is it not the police? Who is the first set of people who started the investigation and everything? It's the police. So if at all the court wants to intervene and the court wants to serve them any letter, they need to go through the police if the address is hidden. Do you understand? It is so easy. It's as if they are not ready to serve them yet. One of them has a lawyer that is active, in which they can easily call upon. The lawyer will call upon his client. His client will be available with his lawyer. His client is going to receive the letter and sign the acknowledgement. And they move. Do you understand? This whole thing is very, very clear and simple. It's just like they are not ready to do the right thing yet.
Well, Adura, like I've said, let me just be straightforward. When I was contacted to support in terms of the address, how to get the letter down and so on, I accepted to help. And when I made the contact, made an effort that you want to have a letter, where will this letter be sent to? Before God and man, the response I got is that the letter should be sent to either the lawyer or to Panti for the IPO to receive and contact them, that they will get it there. Every Tuesday they go to sign, they go to do their stuffs and the rest. And I got back. The response I received when I got back is that the way of the court is that their main address should be on the letter, so that they will not be addressing the wrong person and so on. And I further asked the question that, okay, even if they get the normal address, to address the letter, if they are able to get their real address, does it mean that they still have to sign it at that same location, or it can be posted to another place just for the address to be on the letter? It's not two things. At the end of the day, even myself, I don't understand, because I begin to ask myself that if the court is really, really working, these people have their statement in Panti, they put their address while writing their statement. The police must have gotten their full details, their full address. The court can, in a way, join the police, work with Panti in getting the detailed address to address the letter. That is stage 1. Stage 2 will now be the location to receive the letter, because the court wants the full address to be contained in the letter. And another stage is to now make sure that they receive it and sign. So it sounds somehow, it's like, I don't understand, but it's one
fishy. It sounds very fishy, Westo. It sounds fishy. That's all you should say. Because the police, once they have your number, they call you, you will give them your address. That's it. It sounds fishy. They are beating around the bush. It sounds fishy. It's not adding up. There's a conspiracy there again.
Well, maybe the jury is compromised. I don't know. Maybe the judicial system is not working. I don't know. I don't know what to say at this stage. We need to go on with our analysis. Marcella, you want to say something?
All of them are suspects. They should not call them in for witness. They are not witnesses. They are suspects. All of them that were in that house when that thing happened, all of them are suspects. They should all be in the police custody. They're supposed to be in police
Alright,
custody.
what they call lady, and then every day will come to talk. I don't know. I don't understand.
The police knew exactly what happened. This Oba guy that people are afraid to mention his name. He is the architect behind this Mohbad's death. Because of that Liam boy.
Well, maybe my further advice for those who want to send a letter should be that I will just tell them that okay, they can send a representative to Banti to have their details addressed that they have written down while making their statement to address the letter, and probably talk to the IPO when to come and get them to receive it themselves. And if possible, they can put their lawyer on standby for them to kind of check it together with them and receive it with them. That should be better. But saying you must know where they stay, where they live, where you can go to meet them directly, I tell you in this kind of case, they will be scared. Because
that is just due process of the court. That's the first thing they try. And then you now have a right to go back to court to now come up with the court will now come up with secondary options. Because they have to be able to say, okay, yes. And I'm not even talking for those, I'm talking about for that Wunmi person that they need to bring to the coroner court. If she has left that property where she stayed, normal, ideal process is, okay, you go there to the house, you know where she's, that's where she's been. You go there. And okay, we can't get her. She's not available. You go back there, you do a video or, publish it there. That we've been here, this person is not here. Go back, report to court. Court will now decide, okay, fair enough, now go and publish it. That we've tried to reach this person, we can't reach the person. And so because they can actually take decisions without her if it's a proper court setting. Whether if just like you here in the UK, if they give you a court order, you don't appear. Once they say they have addressed your address, whether you are living there, you're not living there, you don't appear, the case goes on. They will judge it without your presence.
They will not wait for you.
They don't send your papa, they will judge you with that. So if in this case they are bringing up secondary options will be like trying to contact the lawyer. Even, okay, Falana was her first lawyer, so they must have a correspondence. The second lawyer that she's contacted now to say to sue Baba, who's that lawyer? Where's the correspondence there? Their details must be there. So the court being nice will be the ones coming up with this secondary option. But the first option is that one where they have to go because that is normal due process. Now you must serve to persons of interest directly.
So the court is yet to know Darusha's address, Spending's address, Prime Boy's address, the nurse's address.
Bro, Westo.
No, none of them.
Sorry, sir. Do you realize?
They will run out.
Do you realize?
They will go out of the country.
Do you realize? Do you realize? In all their bid times, they are all told and they all sign to maintain their status quo. Do you remember that?
Of course, now.
Now, if they have been instructed by the bail term to maintain their status quo, then they have no right to change their address apart from the one being given down at the police station.
Now, the court is not going to police station to go and obtain the address from their statement.
That is why I am saying they are not ready to do anything.
Exactly.
That is why I'm telling you, they are not ready to open the inquest. They are not doing anything. These guys are not running anywhere. This guy has a stable address being given down at the Panti police station. Darusha has been to Panti to write statements. Definitely his address must be there. CY address must be there. Spending must be there. The nurse must be there. Prime Boy must be there. And others, 26 different addresses must be there. You understand? In as much they are told to maintain their status quo, definitely all letters should go down to the address and none of them has a right to claim he or she doesn't receive his letter. This thing is not an issue.
Those guys are very correct, saying anybody looking for them should go to Panti or their IPO or their lawyer. But those people that want to serve them are the one that is insisting they must be available. They must be the one. Like, I don't understand. See, let me say something. This case, trust nobody. And finally, this should be the correct thing. I'm not sure. In quotes, I repeat, I am not sure that it is the main court or it is the coroner court that is needing them or probably requesting their appearance. It is probably the legal team of Baba Mohbad trying to write them through the courts to come and appear. If it is the main court will not even say they don't know the address. They will call necessary courthouse that they should get this letter delivered to those that needs to be invited. And that brings about the questions of, is the court really needing these people? If the court needs them, the court will not wait. Maybe a team, a legal team, a section, or maybe entertainment industry, or people representing entertainment group, or representing this, representing that, see the need for some people to come and using the process of the court, writing through the, the chairman of the inquest or the coroner or whatever to bring them. If it is the court that wants them, it shouldn't take this far. That's the way I see it. And may God help us. In Jesus' name we pray. I don't know. It is well.
Question, I don't want to forget what I was trying to say.
No problem, please go on.
Yeah, this is what I was, my concern is, but now we have 5-6 weeks left before we supposedly get the autopsy and toxicology result. What can we be doing now to make sure that at least we can reopen Inquest and try to make some headway before the end of the term? Because this is very important. Time is ticking. They said we will get reopening of the inquest this month. Tomorrow is today's the 10th now, Abi. We are still waiting, so time is passing. What can we be doing? What can Baba Mohbad's team be doing to ensure? Because like Arifa rightly put, this is something that they can do easily. So what do we need to drag? What do we need to do to make sure we put these people on blast? To make sure this can be done, sir.
The first thing, don't forget about the petition Mohbad wrote to the police. That petition that Mohbad wrote to the police before they killed him, all of those people that he mentioned in that petition,